I'd like to call to order the North Aurora Village Board meeting of Monday, June 17th, 2019, and we'll open with silent prayer meditation. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Mayor Berman?
Here.
Trustee Gaffino?
Here.
Trustee Lowry?
Here.
Trustee Curtis? Here. Trustee Carroll?
Here.
Trustee Martinez?
Here.
Trustee Gately?
Here.
Trustee comments? Consent agenda.
Motion approved.
Second.
Discussion. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Gaffino?
Yes.
Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Trustee Curtis? Yeah. Trustee Carroll?
Yes.
Trustee Martinez?
Yes.
Trustee Gately?
Yes.
And under new business, item number 1, Mr. Bosco.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Item number 1 on the agenda tonight is the creation of the J3 liquor license, and this is for microbreweries. This is for Chipmunk Brewery, and the owner, Stephen Newman, is in the crowd. Basically, this is a new license. We have a J1 license, which is for brew pubs. We have a J2 license for breweries. The J3 is for microbreweries. Essentially, it limits here's some of just the key points. It limits the production of beer on site to 31,000 gallons or less a year, which is about 1,000 barrels. It allows for packaged sales to be taken off site. It allows for guest taps of beer and whatnot to be served there, but the primary taps have to be the beer that's brewed on site. And that's pretty much it. So this is creating a brand new license for Chipmunk Brewery coming into town.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion to approve, discussion. Steve, would you like to say anything at this time?
Sure. Really just haven't had a chance to address the trustees before and just want to thank you for giving this opportunity to bring my little microbrewery to North Aurora, and really has been great working with the city on bringing the project along. So thank you. And happy to answer any questions anybody has.
When do you plan on opening?
So as soon as possible, that likely will be the first of the year.
Okay.
Welcome. Thank you.
Steve, would that license be able to be upgraded or updated based on its needs? If
Sure.
we-
So we worked directly with Steve Newman. When we were doing the license, originally it was actually going to be for less beer, and we talked about it. And in his petition, he had actually asked for 15,500 gallons. We doubled it based on the fact that he thought he might be more productive the first year than his original thought. And we can always go back and amend the liquor code. Our microbrewery does not have a real strong definition in it. We left it descriptively vague on purpose when Mike and I were going through the zoning code to allow us some flexibility later. So a microbrewery by the American Planning Association standards is something like 10 times more beer than what we're calling a microbrewing. So, I mean, there's definitely a lot of flexibility in that definition.
Yeah, just want to make sure all your needs are covered.
Yeah, no, I'm sure Steve will take good care of me.
Thank you much. Any more discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Curtis? Yes. Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Trustee Gaffino?
Yes.
Trustee Carroll?
Yes.
Trustee Martinez?
Yes.
Trustee Gately?
Yes.
And item number 2, Steve.
Okay, thank you. So what you just did as a reminder, we were just here a second ago, was we created the class, but now we have to increase the number of available licenses in that liquor class so that Chipmunk could actually have a license issued to them. So that is the board's role in this right now, is this would be to increase the J3 licenses from 0 to 1.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Trustee Gaffino?
Yes.
Trustee Curtis? Yes. Trustee Carroll?
Yes.
Trustee Martinez?
Yes.
Trustee Gately?
Yes.
And item number 3, Mr. Laskowski.
Thank you, Mayor. This item is the approval of a proposal from WBK Engineering for a stormwater drainage study in the amount of $35,518. This study is for the sinkhole that we had discovered last March, which we discovered was the result of a blowout in a 24-inch diameter pipe. The concern with this pipe is that it's not necessarily constructed for the amount of flow that it's receiving right now, so we'd like to study where that flow is coming from, how it's getting into that pipe, if it was connected, if it should be connected. And basically the purpose of the study is to make sure that the storm sewer system upstream doesn't start creating problems for the residents in the Tanner Trails, Mirador, Orchard Estates, and Remington Landing subdivisions. This proposal is going to cover 4 different tasks. It's going to include a topographic survey of the land that's where the pipe is draining the runoff. It's going to look at the field tiles that we don't necessarily know where they are right now. So old field tiles are tiles that are pipes or clay pipes that farmers put in a long time ago to drain their farm fields. And now we believe that some of those are connected to our storm sewer pipe. So we'd like to know if they're connected, how much water they're bringing into the system. The consultant's then going to review kind of the data that we already have, our engineering plans, and then help us develop solutions to basically make sure that sinkholes don't form again and we're not at risk for flooding any of these subdivisions. And those solutions could be anything to removing and replacing the pipe, adding more manholes, or just kind of disconnecting existing connections that shouldn't be connected at the time. So that would be the purpose of this study.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion? How extensive is this study? Is it just in that one area, or are there other areas in Tanner Trails that this is going to include?
So it's specifically all the subdivisions that are tributary to this one pipe. So this pipe actually, it conveys runoff from Tanner Trails phase, I think, 3, 4, and 5, the Mirador subdivision, and the Orchard Estates across from Deer Path. So it's a very significant area that's contributing to this pipe. And so they're not going to go into a detailed study of those subdivisions, but they're going to look at kind of how much volume is coming from each one and if that pipe's sufficient to convey that amount of water.
Okay.
And I should mention, Greg from WBK is here in the audience. And if you have any questions that are more technical in nature, he'd be happy to answer them.
Any other discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Gately?
Yes.
Trustee Martinez?
Yes.
Trustee Carroll?
Yes.
Trustee Curtis? Yes. Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
And Trustee Gafino?
Yes.
Item number 4, John?
Thank you, Mayor. This item is the purchase of a skid-mounted leaf collection box from Bunnell Industries. If I could draw your attention to the screens, a leaf collection box is what's pictured up there. So that is mounted on the back of a truck. Mike, if you tap to the next slide. So this is our actual leaf collection machine. So the tube at the top goes into the hole on the previous picture, and that's how the leaves are collected. The next 2 pictures kind of show how the truck releases its dump box, and then it would pull up the leaf collection box. So the importance of this piece of equipment is it now provides Public Works with 2 leaf collection boxes, and we now have 2 leaf machines that collect the leaves and send them into this. So what it does is we have 2 collection boxes working per machine, and that allows one machine to go and dump the leaves at Argonne or at Fermilab, and while he's dumping, the other machine will be present then to collect the leaves, so it's a continuous operation. So basically what the purchase of this piece of equipment would do would improve efficiency with the overall operation. We'll now have 2 boxes per machine, so they can run continuous. And that was kind of one of the things that slowed us down a little bit last year, that and the fact that we've had kind of issues with one of our leaf collection machines. However, we do have one of those in the budget in the future. So there's going to be a chance that we're going to improve both reliability and efficiency of this operation in the coming fall season. So this would be the purchase of that machine to make the operation a little bit more efficient.
Motion approved.
Second.
Discussion.
We had, we also had snow in October.
That didn't help.
And it rained all May.
Yeah.
Is yellow the preferred color?
It is, but we can make it any color you want, Mayor.
Any other discussion? Clerk call the roll, please.
Trustee Gabino?
Yes.
Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Trustee Curtis? Yes. Trustee Carroll?
Yes.
Trustee Martinez?
Yes.
Trustee Gately?
Yes.
Item number 5, John.
Thank you, Mayor. This item is a change order for the 2019 road program in the amount of $21,408.50. This change order is to address sidewalks throughout town. Typically, this is included in the annual road program contract. This year, our road program ended in November of last year, and we just didn't have a lot of sidewalks on the list at the time when we designed the program. So we waited, let the contract, and then came back and are asking for these sidewalks to be included. And these are the sidewalks that don't necessarily occur adjacent to the roadway of the streets we're doing. So this would be a list that we compile from residents who call in throughout the year and address these removal and replacements at this time.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Discussion. Clerk call the roll, please.
Trustee Carroll?
Yes.
Trustee Martinez?
Yes.
Trustee Gately?
Yes.
Trustee Curtis? Yes. Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Trustee Gabino?
Yes.
And item number 6, John.
Thank you, Mayor. This item is the approval of a change order for the 2019 road program again. This is a request by the Public Works Department to have a portion of the Public Works entryway repaved. The entryway is in bad repair. One of my laborers came to me and just asked me if we could make this consideration, and after taking a look at it, it's probably something that we felt we could address in the road program. What happened is IDOT came through with a sidewalk at one time, and they put it through our driveway, and on either side of the sidewalk, they then patched the asphalt. That asphalt patch has since settled, and it creates a bump over the sidewalk, which if you go slow and you're driving a vehicle, it's not a big problem, but if you're driving a piece of heavy equipment or carrying something on a trailer, it can cause you the equipment to jostle or stone to kind of adjust in the bed of a truck. In addition, there's also a driveway culvert in this driveway apron that conveys water beneath the entryway, and that has since settled as well. So really, this isn't a complete replacement of the driveway entry. We're just patching some bad areas and trying to make the entryway a little bit safer and better for hauling equipment. So it would be a change order in the amount of $15,535 to complete that repair.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion. Clerk call the roll, please.
Trustee Gately?
Yes.
Trustee Martinez?
Yes.
Trustee Carroll?
Yes.
Trustee Curtis? Yes. Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Trustee Gabino?
Yes.
And item number 7, Mr. Bosco.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The item before you tonight is a special event at the Anderson Pet Shelter. And what they're looking to do is hold an event on June 23rd from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. in their parking lot in conjunction with Pet Supplies Plus. Basically, they need the only reason they triggered a special event permit for us is that they're going to be using a good portion of their parking lot. It's our knowledge that they've already been in contact with Aldi's, so there might be some spillover parking that might end up in Aldi's, but that they're aware of it, to our knowledge. Other than that, that's pretty much it. They just need a special event permit.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion. The representative from Anderson came in last week, and at first I was concerned there wasn't enough room, but I think there's adequate space. So, the clerk call the roll, please.
Trustee Curtis? Yes. Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Trustee Gabino?
Yes.
Trustee Carroll?
Yes.
Trustee Martinez?
Yes.
Trustee Gately?
Yes.
We won't be doing item 8. Any old business? None. Village president, I have nothing to say. Committee reports. Trustee comments?
Yeah, I have a question for John. How did the anniversary go?
It was a hit.
Very good. All right, any other trustee comments? Mr. Administrator.
Just a quick report. I was happy to report to the board last week that we actually got a lower quote than anticipated for our Village Hall sign. The first two quotes came in higher than our budget number, so we were getting a little worried that it was going to be more expensive than we anticipated. But we're ready to move forward. I sent the design to the board last week, and we're probably going to order it this week and get it scheduled.
Very good. Mr. Attorney.
No report.
Finance, Mr. Hannah.
No report.
Community Development, Mr. Toth.
No report.
Chief Fisher.
No report, sir.
Public Works, Mr. Laskowski.
No report.
We have no executive session. I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned. The Committee of the Whole will start shortly.